I am actually doing something a little different this time. I am live both on Facebook and Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, it is Kitsch Queen. I'm going to type that in right now. Green is my handle on Instagram. So if you want to catch me on the Sabbatical Beauties page, that's awesome. But I'm trying to open up my spectrum of viewers and going live on Instagram too. So let's see how this works out. It is such a beautiful day right now. I am loving this weather. It's a little chilly, but I kind of like it. Look at the sky though, you guys. This is no filter. This is no freaking filter. I don't want to go home tomorrow. It's amazing. Hi Quinn, hi Courtney. Happy Sunday. My God, I'm just so happy right now. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes. What are you drinking from that beautiful cup? It's just coffee, instant coffee. I forgot to bring my coffee from home, and the coffee they have here looks kind of old, so I found some Trader Joe's instant coffee packets in the pantry, luckily, so I bought myself a gallon of Crystal Geyser, and they have a microwave, so voila, instant coffee. You guys, if you want to see more pictures of where I'm staying, I'm in Arroyo Grande right now. It's this cute little mountain village right outside of Pismo Beach, like literally 2 minutes away from Pismo Beach. But it takes 20 minutes to get here from the little village. So we have to like literally make a day trip into town if we want anything. So you better hope that like you have gas in your tank, because if you run out of gas driving up this mountain to this house, then you're kind of shit out of luck. Yeah, I get no cell service here. I get right behind me is where the sun sets. There's nothing. You can't even see any other houses from where I am. It's really secluded and it's just so beautiful. And I wish I lived here. We're staying in the pool house. Thank you, Hayne. We're staying in the pool house, and it's like bigger than my husband and I's first apartment. It's pretty amazing. And the couple that owns the property lives in the main house, and they were use a bow and arrow, and they have little grandchildren. So it's just been lovely. Okay, it's 12:02. I'm going to get started because all the kids are waiting patiently for us to be able to go to the beach. I have my little handy dandy notes here. And this is all about acne. And what a great location to talk about something we all hate so much, right? So let's just start with the different types of acne there is. There's whiteheads, there's blackheads, and then there's pimples. So blackheads are, of course you see like they're colored black. They are not completely clogged. There's still a little bit of airflow through them, and it's easier to express. My husband's looking at me through the window making faces, sorry. And then there are whiteheads, which are completely clogged pores. They have a bigger raised bump on the surface. It's white in color, and it can usually form into a pimple. And what a pimple is an inflamed whitehead. So it's a completely clogged pore filled with like dead skin cells and dirt and debris and bacteria, and it is inflamed. And that is the difference between a blackhead, a whitehead, and a pimple. So pimples when things start to get a little more serious. Where you break out on your face determines the cause of it usually. Of course, there are exceptions to everything, and everybody is different. So usually where I break out the most is around my mouth and chin and jawline. That's hormonal breakouts. That usually happens like when you're pregnant, if you have low estrogen, if you're stressed out, like anything can trigger your hormonal breakouts. If like you're stressed out, or there's just something abnormal going on with your body and it manifests into the form of acne, you know that there's something internally you need to look at mentally as well. Yes, hormones. I always break out around that time of the month. I'm wearing a little bit of powder and concealer right now because, like, bam, 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 these two are from a couple weeks ago, and I was so stressed out, I started picking, and I know my husband would like slap my hand, be like, stop picking, but sometimes I just can't help it. So now I'm dealing with having to fade the scars on the sides here. And then this one on my chin always comes back. I have another one on my chin that's just a really hard bump beneath the surface. It never comes to surface, so I can't pop it or anything. It pisses me off so much that I can't do anything about it. Hi, Marie. Oh, wait, that's not Marie. That's Chantal. Hello. So what else? Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Other places where you can have hormonal breakouts are your back and shoulders, which I also get. And I used to think it was from my hair because my hair is so long, but I don't think it is from my hair because the ends are so like fried and dry from over processing it so much that I'm pretty sure it's just hormonal. And then, let's see, poor sleep, a low-carb diet, grains and nuts and dairy, can UV rays as well, can also really aggravate hormonal acne. So you want to make sure, like if it's around that time of the month, or you're on a different kind of birth control, or just anything different hormonally you're going through, make sure you watch what you eat because diet does aggravate your acne. If you break out on your forehead, that's usually due to excess sebum from your scalp. I have an oily scalp sometimes, so I know that when I start breaking out around my forehead, it's time to bust out the tea tree shampoo. So make sure, I usually wash my hair about once or twice a week, but when I start to notice that I'm breaking out on my forehead, I'll wash it more often. It could also be dandruff too, which is dry scalp. So you just want to make sure you find a good oil balance on your scalp because then it could trickle down to your forehead. You can also break out on your forehead from over-exfoliation. So make sure that you're not over-exfoliating. I used to over-exfoliate. I used to exfoliate manually and chemically almost every day. And I had to just like chill a little bit because my skin was getting way too sensitive and I was breaking out way too easily. So you want to make sure that you're limiting your exfoliation, both manual and chemical, so that you don't break out around your forehead area. And I always get these weird like breakouts in my eyebrows. I don't know. Does anybody else get like pimples in their eyebrows? I just think it's so weird. I mean, it bothers me because I can feel them, but it's not as bad because nobody can see them, right? Hi, Lotta. Let's see. Cheeks. Okay, so if you break out on your cheeks, sometimes that's spread from the hormonal acne around your mouth and your chin area, but usually it's just due to being dirty, bacteria, and like from your cell phone or from a dirty pillow or from a dirty washcloth, which I touched base on a couple days ago about always, or actually it was last week, always changing your washcloth and using a new clean one every time you wash your face. Washing your pillowcases at least once a week. And just always carrying around with you a little spray bottle of alcohol or alcohol wipes, and cleaning your cell phone regularly because it's always on our faces and it just picks up so many germs and bacteria and it just like breeds and multiplies, and that's what you get when we don't want that, right? Okay, so now that we've established what causes it, also smoking too. If you're a smoker, you break out on your cheeks as well. I used to be a smoker for a long time, and yeah, my acne was pretty bad. So I'm glad that I don't have that problem anymore. It was really hard, but I did it, and I'm so proud. Okay, so I'm going to do the skincare portion a little differently than I normally do. I usually do it in order by how I do my regimen, but today I'm going to do it by ingredients because I want to talk about active ingredients and what's going to help keep your acne at bay. And I'm going to start with what will prevent your acne, what will help get rid of your acne, and then what will help also fade the scars on your face from the acne. And the first ingredient I'm going to talk about, so it's really windy here, so I got to keep my notes under there, is tea tree. And tea tree is my #1 magic solution for acne, guys. If you don't own anything tea tree, you should. It should be in your medicine cabinet because it cures like everything. Anything that has to do with skin, you need tea tree in your life, tea tree oil. Make sure it's 100% tea tree oil. But don't use it yourself if you're not educated on how to dilute it properly, or else you can get essential oil poisoning, and it's not fun because I've done it to myself a couple times. I'm going all gung-ho with the oils, and I just had it feels like the flu, like the worst flu you've ever had, and I don't wish that on anybody. So products with tea tree that I love from Sabbatical Beauty are the tea tree beauty water and the tea tree and volcanic ash serum. And I love that there's tea tree in this beauty water because tea tree does clean your face. So it only makes sense that it's in a product that cleans your face. I just feel like it's getting my skin even cleaner than with the regular beauty water, and it's adding that medicinal property to your cleanser. So tea tree is just as effective as benzoyl peroxide, except you don't get all of the side effects like the redness and the skin irritation because it's more of a natural product and it's not as harsh on the skin. So, tea tree oil is antiseptic, it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's antimicrobial, and it's anti-inflammatory. It is just your all-in-one cure-all for your skin and any ailments that you might have. And the cool thing about the tea tree and volcanic ash serum is that the volcanic ash will help to draw out the impurities and completely detox the skin. So while it's cleaning with the volcanic ash, it's medicating with the tea tree. And so that's why I really love this tea tree and volcanic ash. Now, my 3 main staples, no matter what condition my skin is in, is Maple Essence Toner, Asian Powerhouse Serum, which I use as my essence, and Marine Serum. I will use the tea tree and volcanic ash serum in between the Asian Powerhouse and the Marine Serum. And I'll just put a little bit in my palm and pat it onto my face. And you don't need to put it everywhere if you don't want to. I put it everywhere as a prevention for so that more acne doesn't want to form. But you can just put it in your problem areas if that's what you want. Sometimes I think that my cheeks aren't a problem area, and then bam, I break out on my cheeks. Does the tea tree beauty water tend to be drying? I don't feel like it does, but I have more of normal to oily skin. So it might be different for someone with drier skin. I can't speak for that person. But for me, I don't feel it's drying at all. If anything, I feel like it's a little bit moisturizing because it is an oil base. Tea tree is an oil, essentially. See what I did there? Let's see. Next we have rose. So I'm going to talk about rose, and I love rose so much. I used to not like rose just because of the scent, and I used to think that the scent didn't really fit my personality. But then when I read about all the good things that rose does for your skin, I just fell in love with it. And everything that has rose in it, I need, because it brightens your skin, It helps with fine lines. It helps with your pores. It helps to heal scars. It's all around amazing. It's anti-inflammatory. It's anti-inflammatory, and it helps to eliminate redness too. So it evens out your skin tone. That plays in with the brightening. And to have it in a cleanser is just so smart. You want to wash your face, of course. This has pink clay in it, which will help draw the impurities from your skin, which we need because we need clean pores to prevent acne. And then you have the rose that will help to brighten and soothe your skin while you're doing something as harsh as cleansing it. For some people, just cleansing your skin is harsh for them. So to have a rose foaming cleanser is just brilliant on Adeline's part. So thank you for that, Adeline. I'm going to talk about honey too, because next I'm going to show the rose and honey. And honey is just an all-around amazing ingredient. It does everything. It's anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It helps to heal your skin faster. And as we know, it makes your skin nice and glowy and bouncy as well. But it's just so helpful for acne. And that's why it was the first product that I ever bought from Sabbatical Beauty, because I was pregnant and I had hormonal breakouts everywhere. And I just needed something that wasn't too harsh for my skin, that my doctor said no to help keep my acne at bay. And it did. It really worked. I tried tea tree oil and it just wasn't enough. And I got the rose and honey along with the more honey too, for my hormonal breakouts during my pregnancy, and my skin just like completely transformed. And it was back to the way it was when I was a teenager again, which was awesome because I had amazing skin when I was a teenager. And then, somewhere down the line, my skin just decided to be crazy and pay me back for all the good years I had. Oh yeah, quitting smoking is really hard, guys. And I commend anybody who does it, or who at least makes a conscious effort to do it. My husband's trying to quit now too, and it's very difficult. So I understand. Luckily for me, it just made me nauseous every time I get pregnant. I don't want to smoke anymore, so that's a good thing for me. Back to the More Honey serum though. This not only has honey in it, but it has propolis, which is pretty much the glue that keeps the beehives together. And it has royal jelly, which is what the queen bee is fed. So, this is super charged, just sticking a honeycomb on your face and reaping all the benefits from that. It's amazing for your skin. This is these two right here alone, skincare completely for the rest of my life. And it's connection. Sorry, am I back, you guys? Can you see me? Internet is really spotty up here. I don't even have cell service up here, so give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me right now. Okay. So we talked about tea tree. I want to talk about tea tree's big sister, blue tansy. All right, Katie, thank you. Sleeping Beauty oil has blue tansy oil in it. And blue tansy is, like I said, tea tree's bigger, stronger, older sister. And it's a little pricier, actually a lot pricier, because you can get a 5 milliliter bottle of tea tree oil for $2 to $5. But a 5 milliliter bottle of blue tansy oil, like pure essential oil, can be anywhere from $35 to $60. So Sleeping Beauty oil is completely green. So that just tells you something about the concentration of blue tansy. It's the second ingredient in here in the Sleeping Beauty oil. So Blue Tansy Oil is anti-inflammatory, it's antibacterial, it's an all-in-one antiseptic, to be honest. You can use it for aches and pains too, and it also helps with allergies. Yes, the strong smell is the Blue Tansy, but I like it because it's medicinal, and when I'm putting something on my face to cure something, I want it to smell medicinal. It feels like it works better, you know? And I actually like it. It's kind of intoxicating to me. Yeah, some people might think that's weird, but whatever. It's also antiviral too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's also got retinol in it, and we're gonna go into retinol right now. Retinol is vitamin A. It's super powerful. Hi, Kristen and Chitra. I want to make sure I'm saying your name right, so please correct me if I'm saying it wrong. Retinol is basically a super exfoliator that gets down beneath the surface layers of the skin. It can penetrate further than like other topical skincare, and it works to do rapid cell renewal. So it's constantly turning over your dead skin cells, and it gets down to a lower level of your skin. And retinol can really change your skincare and how effective it is, because then your other skincare can penetrate even deeper into the deeper layers of your skin as well. And also retinol is the only proven ingredient to reverse the signs of aging as well. And because it's super exfoliating, it does unclog pores. So that's why it's good for acne, in case you were wondering where the connection was there. It does help to unclog your pores. And as we know, clean pores are happy pores, and then you get no acne. So other products that I want to dive into are the brand new Peat Serum here. Peat. And for those of you just joining, I'm showing two sides because I'm also live on Instagram right now. But Peat Serum helps to draw out all the gunk in my milia. I don't know if this is true for everyone, but for me, it really just sucks all the crap out of the milia on my chin. So that's why I included it in today's video, because this will help keep your pores clean, and clean pores are happy pores. I also like to use snail to repair. Now, while retinol is good at healing scars, while rose and honey are as well, I feel like snail is just super powerful, and retinol you don't want to use during the day, because then it makes your skin more sensitive to UV rays, and you don't want to get age spots while you're treating something else, right? So I use snail during the day because snail helps to regenerate the skin. It helps with age spots. It helps with discoloration. It basically does what your retinol does. Of course, not as strongly, but it's safer during the day to use snail than it is retinol. And then when I was looking through the Sabbatical Beauty page, I didn't see these two in the acne section. This is Dream Wash Off Mask and Snow Sleeping Cream. I really like these when I'm trying to help my acne kind of fade away, because Dream exfoliates. So this helps to exfoliate all the dead skin cells on the surface of your skin, which means it's also removing the dead skin cells from your pores as well and unclogging them. It also has moisturizing benefits to it. So you don't want your skin to be dehydrated, because if your skin feels like it doesn't have enough oil, it's going to overproduce oil to compensate, and then that will clog your pores and then cause you to break out. Snow Sleeping Cream I like because it has chamomile water in it and ginseng, which also helps with acne as well. So when I want to pick a sleeping pack, when I have really bad breakouts, I'll use the Snow Sleeping Cream as well. And I can't believe I forgot these guys over here. Vacuum Cleaner Cleansing Oil. Yes, you need oil to fight oil. And this has castor oil and hazelnut oil, which helps to draw. It's like they have such good drawing powers, like a vacuum cleaner. So you definitely need this cleansing oil in your life if you have oily skin and you have acne prone skin, and this should be your very first step with cleansing. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I love snow, Courtney. It's like, I was really surprised by it, to be honest. I was a little scared of it at first because it's meant for like drier skin and it's super moisturizing. But when I got it in the winter box, I tried it and I woke up the next morning and I was like, holy moly, I can't believe, like, you know, and I felt like I was betraying my other sleeping packs, like the donkey milk and the stocking and rice, because they were just like sitting in my fridge for so long being untouched. But snow is definitely being added to my roster. And then what else? Oh, and then the coconut serum, of course. Can't believe I forgot this guy. Every time somebody asks me what my desert island, it's coconut. This is my desert island because it's an all-in-one. It helps to keep your skin clean because it's antibacterial. It's also moisturizing and hydrating, which your oily skin or acne-prone skin needs. It's very healing. It does everything, especially if you have oily skin. Sometimes coconut serum is all you need. Just wash your face and slap on coconut serum and you're good to go. So in terms of moisturizers, now I didn't bring the actual container, so I'm sorry guys. I keep my camel milk cream in this little jar because it's smaller and it fits better on my vanity, but that's camel cream in there. I'm sorry, Kristen, does which one reduce oil? I didn't catch that. Camel cream I like when my skin is a little bit oilier. I have the donkey milk as well, but I like to use the camel milk because I feel like it's not as moisturizing as the donkey milk. So I'll use the camel milk when I feel like my skin is a little oilier than usual. Coconut. Oh, okay. Does it reduce oil? Essentially, yes, because it is moisturizing. So your skin won't feel like it's dehydrated because coconut serum is super hydrating. And I say hydrating, not moisturizing, because it is more water-like than oil-like. There's no coconut oil in coconut serum. I don't think. Oh no, baby's crying. Yeah, there's no coconut oil in here, so it is hydrating, and it will help keep your skin balanced. I don't exactly know how oily your skin is or how dry it is, but if it is dry, you might need to use something else with it to keep that balance. Okay, and then camel milk. So I use camel milk when my skin is a little oilier than usual because I feel like it's less moisturizing than the donkey milk. And then as far as masks go, for spot treatment, my favorite is the camel milk and yeast. So I'll use this as a spot treatment to help with any breakouts that I have. Sometimes I'll sleep in it with a sleeping pack over top of it, or sometimes I'll just wear it around all day. So there are my favorite acne products from Sabbatical Beauty. If you guys have any questions, I'm open to them now. And I want to thank everybody who joined me on Instagram. This is my first time doing a double live, and I kind of like it. So any questions, guys? Okay, well, if there are no questions, then I'm going to sign off here. If you're catching the replay, please leave any questions that you might have for me. My handle on Instagram is KitschQueen, KITSCHKWEEN. I'm going to type it in right now. KITSCHKWEEN. Just like that. Just like my KitschQueen page on Facebook as well. So, all right. And you can also catch the rest of my vacation on my Instagram as well. I've been updating my story pretty often when I actually do have service. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, going to hit up the beach, and then we're going to come back here and grill out. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys, have a good Sunday. I know I am. I'm going to make this day last as long as possible. Bye, guys.